Let's talk about 8 big reasons that you should remodel your home in Pearland, Texas. We're going to talk about high return on investment options that will create value in your home in Pearland, Texas. So why should you remodel? There's a long list of reasons you should remodel, but the most pressing and important ones that I have found through my years of experience is that you want your home to have a new look. For example, say you're tired of your kitchen. You're tired of those dingy cabinets that look brown. They might be scuffed, scratched, marred. They may have withstood 60 years of age in use, and they just don't look like they should. You may think that your home is just too cramped, confined, and frankly a little claustrophobic just because of the archaic design used to make that layout. A little bit of remodeling can go a long way to expand your home without actually altering the walls. You may be planning to have an addition to your family. You may be a young couple that wants to add a baby to your family, your first child, your second, your third, your ninth. Maybe you have your mother-in-law who wants to move in. Any number of those reasons could affect the way that your home needs to be to live up to your standards. You may be looking for a more accessible home. Maybe you're growing in age, you're 40, 50, 60, or you have someone who is in your family. And maybe it's hard for them to get up that flight of stairs. Maybe it's hard for them to get up that atrium that has a little step. It might even be a little dangerous. You may be looking to add some more outdoor functionality to your home. That can include everything from a patio with a barbecue, a smoker, and everything else you could imagine, to something simple like a covered area where you can sit out on your front porch and just wave at your neighbors as they go by. You may be looking to add more storage to your home, which can go from anything like a shed to store your garden tools to a complete room in your attic that would otherwise go unused, that you can neatly store blankets, memorabilia, everything that you don't exactly need at the moment. You may be looking for a safer home. We see a lot of people who need to have, for example, their liquor cabinet secured because their 9-year-old son is going to get old enough to go, hey, what's that? And he may bring his friends over. And the last thing you want is something like that to happen. Or you may just be looking for a more private home. We've seen homes where the homeowner has, I don't want to say open windows, but windows that were more revealing than they should be in the bedroom, for example. And with a couple of half walls, maybe a bay window, just a couple of changes, that privacy is there without losing that functionality of the home or the aesthetic. So our first reason is going to be new looks. Like you can see on the picture, the before picture has a dark framed kind of, and excuse the wording, cheap kind of framing that makes those windows look like they were bought on discount. If you look at the after picture, you can see more expensive, more open windows that even utilize smaller glass panes that provide a more open look. The reason this is important is you might be tired of the way your home has looked for the last 30, 60, even 100 years. Some of these homes in Pearland are really old. And the best way to get around that is not buying a new home. It's just doing a couple of little aesthetic changes to your home. The cost of a new coat of paint, some windows, maybe a little bit of drywall work pales in comparison to demolishing your whole home and building a new one. these ideas are more effective monetary-wise and can provide you with a greater degree of control over how your home looks and feels. The next reason number 2, is that the quarters of your home may just be a little too close for your liking. Pearland homes were designed with the needs of homeowners from 30, 60, 100 years ago. You're going to hear me say those numbers over and over again. So if you look at these two side-by-side before and after pictures of this kitchen, you'll see that the first kitchen looks cramped, old, decadent. The paint is peeling off the walls, for crying out loud. But if you look at the picture of the after of that kitchen, you can see just a couple of remodeling tweaks change the entire look and feel and even functionality. You know, you don't feel cramped in that kitchen anymore. You have plenty of time, plenty of room to make the kids breakfast, to sit down, enjoy a cup of tea, and maybe even brew a cup of coffee before you run out the door on your way to work. And if you feel like the space in your home is just too small, a remodel may be exactly what you need to make it look and feel much more spacious. That's why we advocate remodeling before rebuilding the home. Reason number 3 is that you may have a baby planning to arrive sometime soon in the picture. Most homes were not created with the needs of a child in mind. In Pearland, they were primarily made to, how do I put it, benefit the needs of adults, and children were kind of an afterthought. Most people who moved from Houston to Pearland about 30 years ago were, their children had already flown away from the nest and had their own lives. So they were looking for more fitting post-child homes. Another point to hit home is that most homeowners have homes that aren't really safe for children. You know, a couple minor changes, different locks on the cabinets, different retrofits to the stairs, entryway, that will do a lot to help make sure your children are safe and happy in your home, like they honestly should be. Reason number 4 is you may need more accessibility in your home. Homes don't grow with people. Your needs change as you age. That's a simple fact. If you take a look at the pictures on the right, you'll see that the right picture has significantly more space and freedom than the one on the left. The bathroom on the left, the before picture, was one of those older homes from 30, 60 years ago where they use a bathtub, they don't use a shower. You know, as you get older, your knees, they hurt. Sometimes it's harder to step over that bathroom tub and get in there safely without slipping. A standing shower, for example, is a great way to keep yourself safe and make the simple act of showering much easier. You may also need ramps or standing baths or any number of things in your home to make your home as functional and accessible as it should be. That's why we advocate remodeling for these things, to ensure that your home is safe and comfortable, even as you enjoy more time on this earth. Reason number 5 are outdoor functions. A lot of homes in Pearland lack a proper patio or outdoor space where you can have a get-together, where you can just sit with your friends and family, maybe enjoy a few cold ones, enjoy a barbecue, smoke some nice ribs before that big game. Maybe you even lack something as simple as having a shed to store your garden equipment. There's a lot of people in Pearland that store their lawnmowers outside, and if you have even the slightest inclination about that, that's a expensive task, and it can get quite frustrating. Furthermore, if you don't have a garage, you're putting your car at risk, because freak hailstorms, hurricanes, flooding, any number of things can happen in Pearland because you're just close enough to that coast. A little remodeling can allow you to enjoy all the functions and safety that a proper outdoor space can bring to your home. And on a plus side, homes that tend to have patios and more furnished outdoor areas sell and rent more readily. Again, if you want to add a pool to your home, great time to do it with a little remodel. Reason number 6 is you may need more storage in your home. Again, your belongings grow as you live. Your home doesn't. So you're eventually going to run out of space, or you're going to have to get rid of your belongings. A remodel, such as one that utilizes smart sliding drawers, hidden closet spaces, and other handy little functions of modern homes, can add a lot of storage capacity to your home. And if you want to go even further, you can renovate that attic space into a bedroom where you can have a loft, a day bed, a closet, shelves, and everything else, to make sure you have just a little more storage. Reason number 7 is safety. Your home, I won't say will become unsafe, but can very easily. Little things like stair railing may tend to fail as time progresses. Steps may need to be repaired. Carpet may tear. New cabinet latches may need to be put on. Tiles, especially tiles in the kitchen, may start to peel up and present a tripping hazard. And even with a thing like a small lip in the front doorway, a remodel can smooth that out and make it so it's not such a hazard for people who may be older or less observant, like children. And reason number 8, and I'm going to tell you this is probably the biggest reason on this list, given the area of Pearland, is security. While Pearland has a significantly lower crime rate than other cities in the United States, break-ins have been on the rise since 2021. Security features such as steel-reinforced doors, kick plates, secured storage space, things like that, are really inexpensive and very effective for keeping your belongings safe. And best of all is if you add something like a steel door to your home, you are giving the message to would-be burglars that you care about the security of your home. They don't want to mess with you. A criminal will always go for the most vulnerable person. That's why if you don't look vulnerable and your home looks secure, they'll go on down the road. And that's great for you because that keeps your insurance down, keeps the cost that you would have to spend to replace stolen belongings, broken doors, cracked windows, just down. So by investing in that security, you're keeping yourself safe and you're saving money. That's all there is to this short presentation. If you'd like to learn more about home remodeling in Pearland, Texas, visit our website at www.pearlandtexasremodeling.com. Our aim is to inform you on everything remodeling as it pertains to the Pearland, Texas area, and help you get in touch with a network of trusted contractors that will help you reach your remodeling goals. Thank you.